a long time since we've been here. This one's called Let's Start a War. Let's start a war, somebody will die! The other 5,000 miles will see away! There are souls like shit left out! There are more they'll never know! Let's start a war, somebody will die! Let's start a war, somebody will die! Let's start a war, somebody will die! Fight for your country! Fight for the ground! Further discussion all around! Fight on those who learn it to the ground! Here are those who take a follow how! They are those who take a follow how! Let's go war, say money will pay! Let's go war, say money will pay! Let's go war, say money will pay! Fight for your country, fight for the game! Let's go war, say money will die! Maggie will pay! Let's go war, say Maggie will pay! Let's go war, say Maggie will pay! Fight for your country, fight for the gun! Let's go to war, say Maggie will die! The Iron Man doesn't rise to be alive! There was souls left to them go! Maggie will pay! Let's go war, say Maggie will pay! Let's go war, say Maggie will pay! Let's go war, fight again! Again! This one's called God Save the Queen! listen right at the front. And then I'm withdrawn and on a front. I was part of the stuff. Shit the grey when I'm pressing my gun. Every time I talk to me, I fuck and run. Down in the wild, there's a road to the front. And then I return and for the truth. I must go to the stone. Cheers! Got to town! Let's see now! It's not a miracle! this one. Sex and violence. 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 Sex! I have sex! I have sex! The man! Sex on 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 man! Let's show ya! Sex and violence! 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 Barmy, I'm the gun trying this. Yes, why, Barmy, I'm the gun trying this. Yes, why, Barmy, I'm the gun trying this. Yes, why, Barmy, I'm trying this. It's right in. Barmy on me. Barmy on me. It's right in. Barmy on me. It's right in. Barmy on me. Don't miss when a Barmy on me. Don't fuck. Put a Barmy on me! Don't shit! Put a Barmy on me! Put a Barmy on me! Yes, where Barmy, I'm the gun trying this! Yes, where Barmy, I'm the gun trying this! Yes, where Barmy, I'm the gun trying this! Barmy on me! change, dying for your promises. But I'm able every day, you're the one with the honesty. I'm the one who's tough, and me. I'm the one who's tough, and me. Where's the man with no fucking fight? We're coming down, so long, and I'm dead. Take my arm, you're not so clever. I'm the one who's tough, I'm the one who's tough, and me. Hello, Gary! That's a sad promise day! That was dead. Venus and finish on his head. Said he had us as a touch. The line above the better lies. Walker! I was dead. Venus and finish on his head. Said he had us as a touch. And I'm above the better lies. Cheers. Hello, good chaos! Chaos! Another shit, another fuck, another shit, another shit, another shit. One side, something, another thing. I'm afraid. And I'm the shit. 'Cause I stop the way. They all say. Stand up, never stop. Get up, get us a fuck. Stand up, get up a stop. I'm afraid. And I'm the shame. 'Cause I they die out the shade. 'Cause I I'm the fight, not a chance of my brain. Shoot, leave, I'm afraid. They die out the shade. 'Cause I stop the way. They are great girls! And it's yours. Fuck Maggie. Charlie! Come on, you old cunt.
Just like to say, my personal congratulations to Watty. Against all odds, keeping this fucking great band together. Right, let's hear it for Watty.
Dr. Scarlett here.
Scarlett, are you sober enough to play?
Scarlett is a wanker. Scarlett is a wanker.
Come on, Scarlett, you got to play now. That's all right. That would do. Give this bloke a hand. That's it. And you can give him the clap. He so richly deserves a clap. It's alright, Scarlett just wants to know what key it's in. We're out! Getting ready! Running up the things, mowing them down! Getting ready! We're children and have to know it's coming down! So get ready! Running in there, mommy, the beckoning on! Get ready! And the burning sun! As soon as the burn settles down, here's some skies, having fun. Are you ready? We're looking everywhere for a barrel of a gun. Are you ready? Suit get beaten and your little one drunk. Are you ready? Will it won't be long before your time has come. Are you ready? Let the burning sun. Stand still, where's the world? Let it happen to you! Really a certain script, burn your transform down! Warning! Hey, you're right there! Get on your feet, Scarlett! Carry on! Warhead! 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 Well, I think we've stressed the war in now. Yeah, we don't know what it is. We feel something coming. In the middle of the Yankees and the Russians, the event market comes and get loaded. Just at the border where the flags are rolling. Here's the nation in fear. One nation crying, one nation killing, another nation dying. Superpower goes, escalation. Crime, panic, another nation. Hey, well, you know when it's ever warhead, 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 warhead.
Can you tell us what you think you're like these days? I mean, you've been around, how long have you been around now?
5 years.
Pardon?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
And do you think your music's changed since you started out?
It's got better. The music's it's better production.
Yeah.
Like when we first done like Punks Not Dead, like the production's really crap.
Yeah.
But you know, like we made a lot of mistakes, like in the business, that we like getting ripped off. Record-wise, the records are getting better and better.
Yeah.
The new album is really good.
Yeah.
So go and buy it.
What else?
Or else will kick your head on.
Well, does the material change? I mean, have you changed your lyrical, the sort of lyrics you write, have they changed at all?
Some of the songs are, but we're not a political band. Like, we're not into politics.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of bands are into like preaching politics.
Before you shout, we'll drink beer there.
We just write songs out of everyday life, what affects us,
Yeah.
what's true experiences.
Well, what do you think about the punks that first started out, like the Clash and the Sex Pistols? I mean, really...
We're short of money.
You're short the money. That's the thing, isn't it? You see, when punk first started out, it was, it was going to be for the kids, and it was all going to be the kids, and then you got the Clash playing these big stadiums in America and earning 250 grand for doing it. I mean, what do you think about sort of how punk's going now?
Kind of make
Sit
money
it's
fun
not.
nowadays.
What?
Kind of make a lot of money fun nowadays.
It's sort of different to the new stuff though. Those.
Sorry?
It's sort of different to the new bands. They were the bands who started it. So I mean, they've progressed musically. They've gone on to do their own thing. Because there was no punk before they started. It was just sort of Stones and
A
all
lot
that
of the punks is really boring. A lot of it's just total noise.
Yeah.
A lot of bands are shit. There's a lot of shite bands going on. I don't know what's that conflict. I mean,
Used to be a band called Extra, they were pretty shit.
Oh, fucking.
Would you like to be as big as the Clash and play those sort of venues, or
yeah.
you
I
would?
went to play the venues, but fucking the money's got bad though.
Yeah.
Living there.
But what do you think of their thing that apparently they were on in New York and they said, we're playing for the people and we're going to give all this money away, and they were pocketing 250 grand and they weren't giving any of it away. It was just a put on.
Yeah, a lot of bands. You ask, like, anybody that starts a band wants to, like, they're in a band the first couple of years, it's for fun, have a good time and that. But if you want to have a band full time, you must make money to survive.
Yeah.
Because like any band, you need money to progress. Like, if you've not got money to progress, you're fucked.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the image that punk has now? I mean, like, you're a skinhead, and that has quite a yes, that's you. I'm afraid to say so. You know, I mean, they have skinheads have a sort of fairly violent image. I mean, do you see yourselves as being fairly violent as a band or not?
Depends what you mean by fairly violent.
Oh, you know, I mean, sort of,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
well,
Gigs in it.
well, yeah, you know, like for instance, the thing that developed in Southall as a result of that Foreskins gig there.
I do agree with that. I like the Blacks have got a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of people like skinheads can stand in the corner picking his nose and they get arrested for assault. I mean, it's like papers like the Sun. They go about saying like they put wee bits in the paper about skinheads and that, so people read it, believe it. A lot of skinheads are okay.
Yeah.
90% skinheads.
Well, do you see yourselves as being sort of promoting sort of peace or what? I mean, do you see? Yeah, you'll have your chance in a minute because we'll come to you guys. Yeah, it's fair enough. What we'd like to know is what do you think punk's about then? If it's not just
You get other punks saying, you're not a punk because you're into crass and you're not a punk because you're into exploiting. I mean, like, punk hasn't got any fucking like set doing rules or anything. It's just doing what you want. I mean, like, you fucking.
Doesn't matter what the fuck you wear either.
Do you think it's sorry?
I mean, like, you get too many punks who think like fucking, oh, you're not a punk because you do such and such a thing, or you're not a punk because you listen to fucking disco records in your house and that. But
You're not a punk because you wear eyeliner.
Do you think it's necessary to dress up? You know, sort of put on the kind of heavy gear.
It's not about attitude. It doesn't matter how you dress up. But like people like us, like I believe in it as an alternative, like to going to discos and fucking.
What about you?
Like UK subs like that.
I take it that this is the UK subs, is it, out there? What about the new guys? Do you think you're fit? Yeah, man. Sorry, it's a hangover from the early 70s. Do you think you're sort of fitting in well with the Exploited? Say something. Mummy, I'm on TV. How do you think you're fitting in with the Exploited, who are supposed to be one of the premier punk bands around? Oh, sorry, the premier punk band. How do you think you're going to fit in this high sort of star environment you're in now?
Not a clue.
No, fitting in all right.
Don't ask him difficult questions. His name is Carl.
I mean, he was not right when he first came doing like
Was he?
first came doing that. He fucking wrote this big stupid Anarchy and that.
I'll leave him like
How did you get into the band? Where's he gone? How did you get into the band?
Through an ad in Sounds. An ad in Sounds, so I just phoned him up. I just went down, I just phoned him up and went up for an audition, should be. And
Like he was the best guitarist to come. Like he wasn't the best looking guitarist, but he was the best playing guitarist.
What about you two? How did you two get into it?
Fucking, I was roadieing for them. Like, I was roadieing for them and like, where was the day gig about? I think it was in Raleigh or something. And like Danny, the old drummer, was supposed to come. And like he never showed up, and so we got this guy doing for like Riley. Fucking, we got this guy doing for Dr. Feelgood, and like he started doing all these fucking daft drum riffs and all that to other songs and that. So they just shoved me on for just on the rest of the tour and they just kept me on.
Dun, 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 dun.
Captain Scarlet, and he's with the UK Subs, who are a sort of contemporary punk band, I suppose, with the Exploited. What do you think of the UK, of the Exploited?
The Exploited, I think they're the best thing about the Exploited. They go on the original idea of punk, and they like loads of people slag them off like they've all got Mohicans and they play as fast as they can. But
They give you a 5.
no, the original idea they punk. They're the only punk band that's stuck true to the original ideal of punk. And they play as fast as they can, and they're like, there's loads of bands right that think they can only play 3 chords, right?
Yeah.
And they play as fast as they can, right? But the Exploited, they're like one of the fastest bands, and they're like one of the better ones.
Well, what about yourselves? I mean, do you think you're still true to punk, or?
The Subs, like, we used to play like about 1979. We used to be like the Exploited, really fast punk. But like once you play punk really fast for about a few years, right? And then you progress a little bit, and like the music slows down, like you get a bit better at playing, and you get more ideas and everything. The thing with the Exploited, like there's so many bands just like for 5 years like take Discharge, right? They play the same thing like as fast as they can for like 5 years, but with the Exploited, like they've got ideas as well as the speed of the music, and that's why they're still as good as they are.
Where do you think punk's going to go from here? I mean, where do you think it can go now?
I don't know. We're like at the moment, like punk. The last from like 12 months ago, it's split into two. Right, you've got real hardcore punk. You've got like bands like the Exploited and Discharge going in one direction as fast as it can. And you've got like other bands. You've got like positive punk, like the Batcave punk, like bands like Alien Sex Fiend going the other way. And, like it's splitting in two directions. And like the subs are like trying to go like in between it, because like the slow sort has got its good ideas and the fast sort has got its good ideas as well. So like we're trying to get the best we can from both sides.
What about touring? How do you get on with the venues? I mean, do you get good deals from the venues?
We must be one of the worst bands for getting gigs, because like there's hardly anywhere we can play now. Because like the last time we played in Scotland was 2 years ago, because like nobody will touch us.
Why's that?
All our fans have got the pox, because if I shag fucking Captain Scarlet's bird.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Exploited.